How is the Las Vegas real estate market? Well, welcome to Talk on the Clock, and between myself and this fella right here, we're going to tell you what's happening in the real estate market, how it is, what people's perspective is of the market, and what ours is, which we think is the most important, and why you're listening. Chris, well, tell them about yourself real quick.
Yeah, let's get after it, Rob. I'm Chris Chapman, your Vegas Realtor, Home Realty Center. Excited to come talk to you guys again about what we see happening in the Las Vegas real estate market, the luxury market, and the market under $500,000, and what is really happening out there.
Yep, that's what we're going to talk about. I'm Rob Howe. I'm with Elite Realty. I'm all about houses and you, and now you know how when you're looking for a realtor in Las Vegas. So check it out, folks. This is where we're going to begin. This is my man. I have picked on him before, Reventure Consulting. We're just going to watch a little clip here, and then we're going to talk. This guy is giving you his let's listen to this
perspective and advice.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and start the clock. 8 minutes on the clock, folks. We're going quick from here.
Boom.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Now, 5,600 homes for sale. Let's just see what we got here on the market. We got actually a $150,000 price cut here on this luxury $1.1 million home. Let's actually see what's going on there on this house in Henderson. This is a 4-bed, 3-bath. Looks like it's near a golf course that doesn't get much water. This is actually a house that sold.
Okay, so he points out that it doesn't get much water. Right away, we know this guy is not from Las Vegas, and actually he does correct the way he says Nevada in there in this video, which is nice of him. But listen, golf course in Las Vegas.
In the wintertime.
Look, we are saving water, and some of these golf courses have a dormant
type of grass.
Yeah,
right. So it looks like it's dead, but it's not dead.
Yeah, it doesn't get much. Dude, no. So you're wrong on that, bud. But he goes on to talk about here.
In late December, and now cut it by $150,000 in February. They'll probably have to cut this by more because the mortgage payment on this house at a 6.75% mortgage rate would be almost $7,000 a month or $84,000 a year. That's really expensive. There's not a lot of people in Las Vegas that have the type of money to pay.
There's not a lot of people in Las Vegas that have the type of money to pay for that property. That's what he's saying. That's where he also has it wrong. Other than he's got it right halfway.
Mm-hmm.
There are not a lot of people in Las Vegas, but where are our buyers coming from, Chris?
Outside of Las Vegas.
Yes.
Tons from California where they're selling their house and easily buying something like this with cash if they'd like to.
And especially in the luxury market, right?
Correct.
So what we're seeing, we'll briefly talk about like your experience here. You've got a listing that was above $1 million or around $1 million. It was 800, and then you've got one that was 500,000. What happened with those listings?
So it's great having those two perspectives because the $800,000 home, it ended up going for $25,000 more than what it was listed for. And then the one that was under $500,000 at $435,000, I was getting many offers that were under that amount. So having the listing in the luxury market was actually easier to sell. I got more offers and for higher. So it was very interesting to see, wow, this is moving easier and quicker than quote unquote the smaller one.
Yeah, and there's a big reason for that, folks. It's called inventory. Okay, now the inventory is low everywhere, but in particular, the luxury market is extremely low, and yet the volume is still pretty high in the luxury market. So what you're seeing is that you have people in these lower ranges that are really squeezing to get in, and so they are trying to get a deal. They're trying to get a property that makes sense for them. You know, a deal is just getting in a mortgage that makes sense, right?
Right.
And then you have the people that are like you're talking about that are looking at luxury. Now those people are just looking for a property in many cases, and they are just not finding what they're looking for. So when something good comes up,
they find one that they really say, hey, this is a gem. They are all over it.
Yeah. I'm going to segue right into a article from the Review Journal, which has a Vegas luxury home market kicks off the year with a $19 million sale. Okay, so there was our highest sale this year. It's early still, but 19 million is nothing to sneeze at. Especially considering I think 31 million was the highest ever. So But this one, guess where it was sold at?
Good old Summit Club.
Summit Club. All right, so it sold at the
Ding,
Summit
ding,
Club.
ding.
Couldn't be less surprised about that. The thing that I thought was most interesting, really, is that this January was the second highest number of sales in the luxury market ever in Las Vegas. Would you think that?
Not in a January.
Right, not in a January.
You would think maybe spring.
What is the
Summer.
second highest January we've ever had? So just January, when they're just looking at January through the years, it's the second highest. I would assume that our highest was within the last couple of years.
Right.
It doesn't tell us that in the article, but point being is that the luxury market still has a lot of volume in it as far as people looking to buy. And at the end of the year, when those rates dropped a little bit, boy, it really helped those luxury buyers even jump in. So there was a lot of competition, a lot of people grabbing property, and luxury listings went even lower. So that's where we're at, folks. This gives us a thermometer on what's happening in the market. I mean, does it not?
So if you're in Vegas and you have a home that's above 700,000, just go ahead and call Rob or myself.
Yeah.
We can help you out with that.
The luxury market does not have an issue other than there's not enough inventory. That's what I wrote down here, folks. So one thing I wanted to also talk about, because we're talking about the Vegas market and what's happening here, a lot of local Las Vegans don't like the change that we see. All right. If you've been here a long time, it's gotten busier. There are parts of the town that are, there are parts of this growth here that is not exciting for people.
Right. Some of the traffic, which is always going on the 15 construction.
But it's nothing like LA.
Nothing like LA.
So,
and then it's, the complaints about, Formula One and Super Bowl, we have all this congestion. That's part of the growing pains of becoming a real metropolitan city, is you have these events and these construction, because you have to facilitate.
Yep. And
vehicles,
a lot of people coming
from construction.
Yeah, and a lot of people coming from other places that may, act differently or be a bunch of bozos that were like,
We're gonna blame it all on the California drivers.
It's not always California, but yes. Boy, when I see a California driver do something like a dumbass, it's like, right away you can pick on that fool. Yeah, I'm gonna pick on this fool. But it's, for me, it's a mixed bag, and I'm sure you would agree. It's a mixed bag. You take the good with the bad, and mostly good, because Vegas has grown. Vegas has become a better place to live in a lot of different ways. It's also had its challenges when you have traffic, when you have higher crime because of more people, more problems. All right.
And we may be getting a baseball team, so we maybe on a future video we'll show up in our favorite baseball team's jerseys.
That's right.
Just
we
to
will
kick
do
off
that.
the season.
Yeah, baseball's coming, and baseball's coming to Las Vegas. I actually was not a fan of this at first. For years, I did not think that baseball belonged in Las Vegas at the time, because you think about all the games. You got to fill
82 games.
82 games.
That's
Thanks for the math
That's
on that.
nuts.
82 home
But that's
games.
why it has to be on the Strip. It has to be on the Strip, because you need all those tourists coming to the games to support, because baseball is so regional. They want to see their team. What better place to see your team than in Las Vegas?
Yep. So yeah, we'll give you that quick perspective there. I'm at that point where I was not a fan of it coming to town, but now I am, because Vegas has proven to be a sports mecca. We had the Super Bowl, for God's sakes.
Amazing. Amazing.
And Formula
I
One.
watched that at the new Fountain Blue. Our time's up. You can go see my quick video on the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So that's awesome. The new Fountain Blue, haven't been there. This
Gorgeous.
is also, I'll tell you, this is for me as a lifelong Las Vegan. One of the things that I don't often do is run out to anything new that's being built on the Strip all that quickly. I wait till that stuff dies down.
You know what? I was actually super surprised that it wasn't packed, and I think because the Fountain Blue is a little bit more north on the Strip.
For sure.
We drove right into the main level that you self-park on, got a space, went in. I think a lot of other people had parties on southern parts of the Strip.
Absolutely. That's where the
Had a
Super
great
Bowl
time.
was actually at. So,
Right.
so naturally,
Probably closest to Mandalay Bay.
it thins
Allegiant
out.
Stadium.
That's a little tip for you, though,
That
folks.
is a good tip.
If you're looking for the less congestion, go a little more north on the Strip, and even I would say downtown. It's downtown, like Fremont Street, it's obviously been, it's notorious and it's popular.
Great people watching Fremont Street.
Yeah, but it's probably a little more chill. Now, it's not going to be everybody's bag. So if you want to be where all the new stuff is and all the pop, boom, bang, sure. That's
Fontainebleau and Resorts World are the two newest properties on the Strip, and they're a little bit more on the north part of the Strip.
Yeah, Resorts World stays pretty busy, but
that place is popping.
But yeah, Fontainebleau may not be quite up there yet. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Talk on the Clock. Talk on the Clock number 11. We are bringing it to you each week. And what are we bringing it to you for? We want to tell you what's happening in Las Vegas. How is the Las Vegas real estate market and everything related to it? That's what we talk about. I want to thank you, Chris. Thanks for being around.
Thanks for having me on. Again, Chris Chapman. You can find me.
You'll find him in the
YouTube
description below.
All that fun stuff. Come check it out. I have a quick little recap video on my latest listing that I sold.
Awesome.
Hop over to the social channels and check that out.
Awesome. Yeah, we've started out the year very nicely. Vegas is strong like bull, and that is no bull, folks.
No bull.
All right.
Catch you guys in the next one.
We'll see you on the next one. And the last thing we need you to do is have a great day. See you, everybody.
Bye.